There you go.
Yes, welcome to another video, guys, and this is the preview for the Burnley game. Turf Moor, 3 PM kickoff Saturday. It's going to be an absolutely huge game this for us, guys, in the Premier League before we face Liverpool next week. So this is it. This is where it starts. You know what I mean, international break is over. We get into the important part of the season. How are you feeling, bro?
Not gonna lie, I'm happy that the international break was over. Do you know what I mean? And as much as I hate international breaks, and I was feeling the pain of it, I wanted football back. But now that football is, I mean, we're on the verge of it being back. I'm starting to sweat a little bit now. Do you know what I mean? Because Liverpool are on our tails, and it's basically games every 3 days now. It's a long way to go.
No, this is where it starts, guys. It's gonna get pretty naughty now till the end of the season. Right, before we get into it, guys, I want to say a massive shout out to the guys at Boohoo Man. You know them guys have been supporting us for a while now. They're absolutely sick. Deliver worldwide. A load of different types of clothes, mate. If you want a smart, casual, you want to chill out clothes, whatever. You know what I mean? We're always wearing the hoodies, man. The hoodies would highly recommend. Super comfy, and it is genuinely pretty decently priced. They've always got sales on the website as well. So if you click the link in the description or pin comment, go and check it out. And if you are from the UK, by the way, make sure you use code CityExtra at checkout. You get an extra little 10% discount off there just to make it even sweeter, man. But like I say, they deliver worldwide. You can help support the channel by going over to Boohoo Man. Links and stuff are in the description. Right, let's get into it then, bro. Massive game, as we've said. Where do you want to start? I mean, Turf Moor, not going to be easy, bro.
No, without a doubt. I think every time we go there, it always seems to be a bit of a weird game. I think, I don't know what it is. When I remember Turf Moor games nowadays, it's always really tight. They always make it, do you know what I mean, really tight for us all the way throughout the game. And then usually this could be a myth, but I feel like we usually score our goals in the second half towards the end of the game. Do you know what I mean? That's where they kind of open up and that. Could be a myth, but I'm just running with it, innit? Do you know what I mean? I don't really know a lot. I'm just running with what I think I know.
Do you want me to give you a mad stat?
Give me a mad stat, bro.
Burnley have not beaten Manchester City in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 matches was the last time they beat us in 2015. They've not scored a goal against us since 2019. We won 2-0 early in the season. Won 2-0 last season in the same fixture. Back in February 2021 with Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling picking up the goals there. So look, we've got a great record against Burnley. They're fighting for their lives. It's not going to be easy. Obviously, I did the video with Big Steve, bro, and he obviously says he knows loads of Burnley fans and that, and they need to stay up. They need to stay up, Burnley, because if they go down, they could find it a bit tricky to come straight back up. That straight bounce back isn't a thing. You know what I mean? You can get dragged into that. You can get lost for a while. Yeah.
Bro, I remember Bolton fans telling us that they'll be back next season. Look where they are now.
Yeah, exactly. So look, it's going to be a tricky game. Records are on our side. We're looking good for the win. Burnley aren't looking good for a result given their form and obviously lack of goals, but they do have dangerous players. They have dangerous players, guys, and I'm backing Burnley to stay up. I think if they can get Carney and Weghorst playing at just like 80% of their potential, they stay up. Because them two players are brilliant. They're like mid-table, sort of like 12th to 8th type position players. I think they're brilliant players, so they can get them playing well. I think they'll stay up. Draws aren't good enough for Burnley anymore. They need to get a win, and if they got one against City, geez, that would be an absolutely massive result for them. But I'm backing the team, John Stones, wow, we was all worried, weren't we, hearing the news that he picks up a little bit of a knock before the England game. Obviously, got sent home from the England camp, and he's now training with Manchester City, and we can confirm today that he has trained with City's first team today, which is the 31st of March. Obviously, you'll be watching this the day after. So it seems like John Stones is all right. So he might play again. We spoke to Big Steve, didn't we? He thought Ake and Laporte would play in this one. What are you thinking on that?
I mean, I before I found out that John Stones was training today, I was mentally preparing myself for Ake. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to go with when we do our preview, Ake, Laporte, because that's pretty much the only two centre backs that were left within that. But seeing that he is,
does Ake scare
he
you?
Is back. No. Ake scares a lot of City fans. He doesn't scare me. I know that he can have a bit of a wobble in there at times.
I think he's a driller, bro. I think
I really like Ake, and I think he proved a lot of people wrong when he came back into the side. Like Joey, last time he had his little spell in the team. I think basically, I think with Ake, because we don't see too much of him, it's always a worry of whether he's gonna which Ake are you gonna get. Do you know what I mean? The one that makes a mistake or not. But if you look back, do you know what I mean? Laporte's made those mistakes in his career. It's because we play risky football. Do you know what I mean? We do play risky football. So he doesn't worry me at all, Ake.
Good in the air as well.
Yeah, he's really good in the air.
Burnley.
If he did play against Burnley, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked or gutted. Do you know what I mean? I'd just be like, yeah, okay, he's just saving John Stones because he doesn't want him to get anything more serious. But it's a massive boost to the squad that he didn't come away from the internationals with something like a big injury or anything. I think I read something with Southgate speaking about John Stones, and he said basically that Stones said to him that I'm fine, but I don't want to risk it. So, do you know what I mean? Basically, send me back to the club because I don't want to risk it. And that is a very good move. Yeah,
no, you don't want to be risking it in an international friendly, mate, when you've got 9 games left in the Premier League, bro. So I think he's made a good move there. Look, we'll have to see what Pep ultimately decides. You know, John Stones, he might be all right, but will Pep sort of want to risk him for this game? You know, can we get away with Laporte and Ake? I don't know, man. I think if Diaz wasn't injured, it would be an easier decision because you could probably take the gamble. But I can see why people might just say, you know what, let's John Stones have a rest in this one. We don't want to push him, and maybe throw in Ake and Laporte. And of course, Ake, despite him not being the biggest player in the world, is very, very good in the air, and he relies on his athleticism to get himself up there. So, look, if Ake has to come in, we've got to get behind the guy and support him. Let's move on to Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez got an absolutely fantastic record against Burnley. Scores pretty much every time he plays against them. He's, and I just think Riyad Mahrez this year, I can't talk highly enough of him, bro. He's slamming. He's performing at the levels that we want. I think it was Gary Neville who said that Riyad Mahrez is the best player in the world at playing that role. And I couldn't agree more with him. He knows exactly what he's in that team to do. You know what I mean? He don't always get the headlines because, you know, sometimes he can find it difficult to impact games. But Pep, if he's on the pitch, Pep's asked him to do things. I think he's one of the most intelligent players we've got in our team. I really, really do. And I think Pep knows that. And I think that's why he plays all the big games. Big game, Mahrez plays, simple as. Without
a doubt, big game, Mahrez plays. And to be fair, you could look at the rest of the season and say every game now is a big game, especially the next 2 weeks. But going forward for pretty much every Prem game, do you know what I mean? It's going to be one of these tight seasons where we did actually a full video predicting how we see the season going, and pretty much for both of us, it went right down to the wire. Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? So you're looking at every game as being like, do you know what I mean, a final, as they say. So I think Riyad Mahrez will get most of it, like a lot of game time here, and I think he should get a lot of game time because we need him a lot right now, especially because he's our top goal scorer at the club. He's been absolutely slamming this year, and I don't see it being any different against Burnley this weekend. I think he'll play. I think I back him to score against Burnley. Do you know what I mean? Like you said, he always gets goals against Burnley. He's just a vital player, bro. He's a vital player. I look at the difference that Mahrez and Foden made when they came on against Southampton, and I feel like
made a big difference.
They made a massive difference to that, and I feel like we have to kind of run with that. We have to run with how the team was playing when they were smashing it at Southampton. As much as there was fatigue involved in Southampton's game and that, I still think they changed the game, so I think you got to run with that and go forward with that. And it's unfortunate for other players. I mean, like Jack Grealish in the side and that, but for me, I think I want to go with that the glimpse of what we've seen good in the game there. Run with that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, on that note, then let's go into our starting 11. So this is the team that me and Jordan would pick if we was the man in the hot seat. So Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker, Stones, Laporte we've gone for, and Cancelo at left back. A little bit of conversation about whether Rodri or Fernandinho should play, and we did discuss this off air. And should we play Fernandinho or should we play Rodri? We've gone for Rodri, but you are going to have to think about where you're going to play Fernandinho in these games because he's going to have to play. Bernardo Silva and Ilkay Gundogan. Obviously, I'm throwing Ilkay Gundogan there. So, you know the score now, guys. I'm backing Ilkay Gundogan to start every single match now to the end of the season. We need that guy in. And the front three, we've gone Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne as a sort of false 9 striker, and Phil Foden on that left-hand side. Obviously, Raheem Sterling, though, very unlucky to miss out, bro, because he absolutely smashed it on the international break. I don't know if you've seen it, but oh my God, he was electric.
Yeah. The thing is, right, every time Sterling goes to the internationals, he seems to smash it. And then it's like, basically, it's the translation from getting that international break and putting it into our team. And I think the answer to that, bro, is having a striker.
Yeah.
I think it's having a striker in the team changes Raheem Sterling's game. It's a lot less pressure in that. So I think that, I think if we can keep hold of Raz and the club want to keep hold of him, wants to sign a new deal at the football club, if we do go get a big boy like Haaland, I think you'll see a lot more from Raheem Sterling. I think he's pretty much getting shagged a bit with the fact that we don't have a striker in the team.
Yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? But like I say, unfortunate to miss out because he slammed at the internationals, but I have to run with what the evidence we've seen at this club. Like, do you know what I mean? For the Prem.
CSI City Extra Bray with the run with the evidence. Right, guys, let us know what you think in the comment section below. How big is this match for our season, guys? There's no point in talking about Liverpool, getting yourself gassed for that if we don't pick up the 3 points against Burnley at Turf Moor tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff. Of course, as always, we will be doing our live watch along. So if you're not going to the game, not going to the pub with your mates, make sure you tune in. It's going to be a big pressure to the end of the season now, guys. We've got to stick together. We've got to get behind our team, and hopefully we can get across the line. Massive shout out to the guys at Boohoo Man. If you want to look sick as me and Jordan, go over to boohooman.com. Use the link in the description or in the pinned comment. See what they've got. Major deals on there. Ship worldwide, and get yourself involved. And remember, if you're from the UK, make sure you use code CityExtra and get yourself that extra little 10% discount off as a little sweetener as well. Really appreciate your support, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please drop a like on it. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And we'll see you tomorrow. See you in a bit.